Yo, what to do, GG Nation, GG Legions, your fellow again, Straussman, the GG. Yo, welcome to another video. It's been a while. It's been a week already since my birthday, man. And I want to start off the video before we get into the topic at hand. And I know a lot of you are like, what the hell are you talking about with Illusion is Free? But we'll get to that in a second. But let's just dive right into some thank you and some shout outs. Thank everybody so much, all the guys and gals that showed so much love to your boy on his birthday last week. It's already been a week. Even a week after my birthday, I still have people saying belated birthday. I'm gonna get back to everybody. I always do. I always get back to everybody. But shout out to my mom and dad. Shout out to um, Shout out to my cousin JJ. He got me Pathless for my birthday. I am really enjoying that game. I want to stream that game though because I have both versions of the game and we're gonna platinum both of them. And I want to stream. I know it's been hard for me to get back in the groove since my mom's surgery. So I have to. I promise streams are coming. There's still gonna be some streams and stuff. Don't worry, we'll get back in the groove. Especially with Returnal next week. I'm excited and stoked to play that game. And more coming to the channel. I got a lot more videos I've been wanting to talk about. But I had so many people show me so much love on my birthday. It's already been a week. Shout out to Angry Steve and Lou. They surprised me with some PSN money. I wasn't expecting anything like that. I got a nice TV stand for my brand new 4K TV I got. So it's really awesome. It's been really great birthday I had. I mean, it happened so quick. Time is flying by. But let's get to the topic at hand. Again, shout out to all you guys and gals. Thank you so much. Bottom of my heart. It really meant a lot on the GG's birthday. But hey, topic at hand. Illusion is free. What do you mean, GG? What are you talking about? I want to talk about this a little bit because this is really interesting. This topic was floating around in my head for a while, and I wanted to do it in video form, but I waited a little bit out of laziness too. But shout out to Chad, the Bearded Wonder. He texted me about MLB The Show on Game Pass, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him because I was sleeping. I haven't got a chance to get back to him either. So, Chad, I love you, brother. We'll talk soon. But the illusion is free. I mean, Microsoft, we talk so highly about Microsoft on this channel and Game Pass. Game Pass is an amazing thing. It's the Netflix of gaming. But it's really interesting to see so many people. I think a lot of people do not understand the situation about MLB The Show. And that's kind of the topic at hand, the illusion of free. MLB The Show is a sports game made by Sony San Diego, so a Sony-owned studio. But it just came out on Xbox on Tuesday, on Game Pass, quote unquote, for free, which obviously Sony didn't love, but I think a lot of people don't understand. Sony didn't just willingly put MLB The Show on an Xbox console and in Game Pass day one. I'm sure they fought that. I think there was reports that they did not like that it was on Game Pass, but it wasn't Sony's decision. It's MLB's decision. They own the rights to the Major League Baseball property. And they liked Sony San Diego so much that they were like, hey, you're going to continue to make this great game, but you're going to have to put it multi-platform. A lot of you Xbox players have not experienced a great baseball game for many, many years. I had so many kids back in the day at said place. They would come in and be like, oh, what's the game for Xbox? And it's like, I got to point to RBI Baseball. I can't play the show. I played the show at my friend's house. I can't pick that up for Xbox. So overall, I think it's a great thing that the show actually is on Xbox. And it is hilarious when you turn on your Xbox One or your Series S or X and you see that Sony logo. You see that Sony Studios logo, Sony San Diego logo. It says Sony right when you turn it on your Xbox. But overall, I think it's great for that. The illusion is free thing I want to get at is we live in this day and age that and I have a habit of saying it too. We get it for free. you do not technically get MLB The Show for free. You got to pay for Game Pass. Game Pass is not a cheap thing. For 6 months, it is $60. And for a full year, I think if you buy it in card form, it is, if you buy for a full year, I think it's like $120, $130 for a Game Pass. Overall, that is a fantastic deal. The reason why I say that is because you're going to get so much great quality games. I know a lot of people's, the Microsoft game first-party studios haven't been the caliber for most people right now, but Game Pass, I think, especially in the gaming media, gets a little overblown a little bit. Like, it is a amazing thing, but it's honestly the only thing that has kept Xbox kind of afloat. But there's been this big uproar about MLB The Show being on there, and I don't see the biggest deal. I see why Sony didn't like it was on Game Pass day one, but I don't see the biggest deal. Like, Sony just did not hand out their exclusive. They're not going to put God of War, Spider-Man, and stuff on their on the Xbox. But Illusion is free. This is what I want to talk about. Is Game Pass is something you have to pay for, and if it goes away, like for example, when I did my Gears of War-a-thon with my cousin, we paid for Game Pass for like 3 months because they had like that dollar deal or something like that. And after that, when it expired, we lost all those games. And it's like Netflix. They take games off every month. Overall, we speak so highly of Microsoft and Game Pass because it is a great thing. It's excellent, but it is not free. PlayStation. I had to renew my PlayStation Plus right on my birthday to get all those free Plus games back. Quote unquote free. So the illusion is free. We live in this bubble that you don't technically own a lot of these things. You're technically just buying the rights. When you buy a digital game, you were just buying the rights. And I think people misconstrued that and overlook that for Game Pass, especially because it is such a great deal. It's an excellent deal. It's fantastic. $15 a month. If you do it that way, you're paying an extra $50 though, because I think it's like $180. 15 times 12, I think it's like $180 in total for a year. So you want to get the card, or do you want to get pay for the 6 months, half a year, twice that way? Because it's cheaper. It saves you money in the long run, which is crazy to think like that if you just pay monthly. But yes, that doesn't seem too bad in the long run, but you're not going to play every single game on Game Pass. A lot of games are going to get taken off. This is not a video to bash Microsoft or ruffle any feathers or anything like that. But MLB The Show was not Sony's decision. It is MLB's decision to put on Game Pass. And I understand every single reason why Sony would have a gripe with it, but I don't understand the people's gripe of thinking Sony automatically just put. I think people misconstrued and stuff, and it's always funny to me when people say free. Like, oh, we're getting free stuff, and I do it too. I do it. Like, hey, when the Plus games got announced and they had, Zombie Army 4 for free, I was like, oh, snap. See, I just did it again right there. I'm like, I get to play that. And me and my buddies were playing it and we're trying to platinum it together. So shout out to the fam squad there. But it's just something that's been in my mind. I want to try to express it as best as I can. Again, I'm not trying to hate on Microsoft or anything like that, or any fan of Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, or anything. But the illusion of free. It's just an interesting concept and an interesting world that we live in, and because a lot of you guys have payment plans for everything, right? It's like you don't really own anything, and that's why a lot of people still like buying physical, because you own it. I could trade this in, but if I buy games digitally, I can't. But there's a lot of great benefits for buying games digitally too, especially if you game share, like JJ and I game share. So he's getting Returnal for free. Sony's next big hit exclusive, which I'm super stoked to play, but Illusion is free. It's always an interesting concept. Not trying to dig too deep into it, but it's just a funny thing that was floating in my head. And hopefully I expressed it properly. If not, we'll do a pod and we'll talk about it a little bit more, because a lot of these are pod-worthy topics. I'll snag Lou up one of these days and we'll do a pod in the next couple of days. I do have some other videos lined up. I saw the Tales of Arise trailer, and it was super, super, super awesome. I'm excited for that. I just beat Tales of Berseria a few weeks ago, but again, shout out to everybody. Appreciate all the love and support on the channel. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes on the GJ's birthday. Working on the streaming. We'll get back in a streaming groove. Again, I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you smash the hell out of the like button on the video. Comment down below. Illusion is free. Am I overthinking this a little bit, or do you actually understand what I'm saying? And how do you guys feel about MLB The Show, which is such a fantastic game? I've been playing the last few nights, grinding my Diamond Dynasty team, and I'm having so much fun. The show is excellent this year. It always is. I think it's one of the sports games that should always be nominated for Sports Game of the Year, but always gets overlooked because I think it was only on a Sony console to a degree. And plus, it doesn't sell as many copies as, obviously, FIFA, Madden. Those always sell the most, copies when it comes to sports games for sure. So I understand that, and they're also mostly popular. NBA 2K as well, hugely popular. But again, so many people showed me a lot of love for my birthday. I really appreciate it. Illusion is free. Think about it. Think deep about it. Think deep about it a little bit. But we live in an interesting time now. It's like, I know a lot of you just don't mind digital, and that's fine. And I don't either. I have both. I have digital and physical games. And hell, the plus bonuses and the game pass bonuses outweigh the bad. It's more good than bad. It's definitely worth it, mostly in the long run, because all the exclusive bonuses you get and stuff. And so PlayStation Plus has been killing it the last few months. And if you notice, Xbox Games for Gold, Xbox Live and Game Pass are not one thing. You have to buy those separately. I think a lot of people forget that too. One last nugget of knowledge there. But a lot of people forget about that. But if I've seen a lot of people not like the Games for Gold lineup. And it's still essentially, some free stuff you can download, But obviously the quality of Game Pass is better than Games for Gold. They don't want you to buy Games for Gold. Well, they want you to buy both, but they mostly want you to get you on Games Pass, and it's doing extremely well. But hey, comment down below. I've been your fellow Strauss man, the GG. I'm outie.